We have dates for the return of all major nighttime spectaculars returning to Disneyland. Return dates for Fantasmic, Disneyland Forever, World of Color, and the Main Street Electrical Parade, all coming up next. Fresh Baked. Hi guys, Dave here with Fresh Baked, and we've got news for you that's been a long time in the waiting for almost a year now for the return of the nighttime spectaculars at the Disneyland Resort. And we're going to start with the Main Street Electrical Parade because this is more than just a return date. A show that has been a favorite of Disneyland fans everywhere for almost 50 years. 50 years this year on June 22nd. Disney announced a while back that it would be returning. We knew it was coming back, and today we've learned that the Main Street Electrical Parade will be back on Main Street starting April 22nd. And not only will it be back, but there's going to be a new float. They've built a new float. This is not something that I was expecting. If anything, I was expecting the show to be less. I was not expecting more. In honor of the Main Street Electrical Parade's 50th anniversary, Disney has built a new float promoting the theme of togetherness. The new float will actually be a series of 7 segments connected together. Actually, one of the longest floats ever built by Disney. And it's going to feature a bunch of our favorite characters. The design of the new float immediately made me think of Mary Blair in It's a Small World, and it turns out that is exactly what they were going for. It was inspired by Mary Blair and her Small World designs. And it's a great move by Disney because Disney fans, we've got a soft spot for Mary Blair. I know a lot of us do, for Mary Blair and her design style. And they're going to be taking Mary Blair's classic, nostalgic style and merging it with modern Disney characters. Merida from Brave, Hercules, Miguel from Coco, Princess Tiana, Moana, Mulan, Pocahontas, Anna and Elsa from Frozen, Raya, Mowgli from the Jungle Book. Not so modern, I guess, Mowgli in the Jungle Book. 1967, I think it was. And then there's Jasmine and Aladdin, and Mirabelle from Encanto. And then there's this wonderful It's a Small World finale. I have to say, this looks really beautiful, and it has me more than a little bit excited. The Main Street Electrical Parade returns to Disneyland on April 22nd. That's just 2 months from today. And just shy, actually, of a year since the parks reopened. It'll be almost a year, and we finally got a proper Main Street nighttime spectacular. And there's more on that same night. Also on April 22nd, we're going to see the return of Disneyland Forever, a fireworks show, a proper Disneyland fireworks show. Mixed magic. Okay, it's fun. It's got a beat. You can dance to it, but it's nothing. It's no Disneyland Forever. Perhaps the most popular, favorite fireworks show that they've ever done, in many people's eyes anyway. Disneyland Forever will be returning also on April 22nd. A limited run. They've talked about doing it just on the weekends when it first comes back on April 22nd. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then Mondays through Thursdays, you're going to see Mixed Magic, projections only, no pyro on the Mixed Magic nights. And that'll be through the spring season. And then when the summer season hits, they're going to go nightly with Disneyland. Nightly. Disneyland Forever nightly in the summer is just about as normal as I can think of right now. A proper Disneyland fireworks show every single night at Disneyland on Main Street in front of the castle. When you talk about things getting back to normal, that's what we're talking about. That's going to happen this summer at Disneyland, finally. The update from Disney did state that both Main Street Electrical Parade and Disneyland Forever will be limited runs. And I expect they'll run just through maybe the summer season or perhaps up until the Halloween season because the weather's good usually up until then. And then when the Halloween season kicks in, we'll get obviously new parades and new fireworks shows. And that is, that's such a relief. But the good news is that there's more. There's more. Next, let's talk about Fantasmic. Fantasmic is set to return to the Rivers of America a month later on May 28th. And it, too, is celebrating an anniversary, but its opening date was on May 13th, a full 2 weeks later. I have to think they wanted to get it going by then, just as they did for the Electrical Parade in Disneyland Forever, but they probably could not. I've heard rumors of delays for a variety of reasons, so they probably were just not able to get it ready on time. And that's probably why we've been seeing them kind of just working, it seems like overtime, like nonstop. Everywhere you look, there's Fantasmic stuff being done on all the show elements, the lighting fixtures, the Rivers of America, the stage on Tom Sawyer's Island, even the Columbia. We've seen them working on all the rigging on the Columbia So they're working hard to get this thing going. They're probably just not going to get there in time. But personally, I'm good with 28th. I wasn't, it doesn't bother me too much that we're not getting it back by its anniversary date. It's just a date. The real thing that matters is that Fantasmic is back. Fantasmic, it is an amazing show. It's even more amazing. The fact that they can put this show on, on the middle of Rivers of America, right there in front of Norton Square, without interrupting, without disrupting too much. I mean, there is a little bit, but not too much of just they just dropped that thing right into the middle of the park. Fantastic. One of my favorite things to do when going to Disneyland, I didn't always try to catch Fantasmic, but I love walking from Frontierland all the way to Critter Country and just sort of taking it in peripherally as you walk around the Rivers of America on your way to Critter Country, or perhaps in this case on your way now to Galaxy's Edge or something like that. Just knowing that it's there, kind of the same way we take in the Dapper Dance perhaps sometimes, but this is an even bigger thing. That show is so impressive. It is so impressive. And just knowing that it's happening as you're on your way to go, ride Splash Mountain or Rise of the Resistance or something like that, knowing that it's happening and it's there for you, and you can stop and watch it a little bit if you want, or you can just take it in as you go. I love that. Love being able to see that show while I'm walking elsewhere, or even catching a beignet, going to the French Market, going to the Mint Julep Bar and sitting there at the French Market. And it's not a great seat, you can't see it, but just knowing it's there and hearing the sounds and the excitement of the people watching Fantasmic, it is so spectacular. It's a word that definitely fits Fantasmic. As you can see, I'm very excited about the return of Fantasmic. Great news. And as it turns out, also on May 28th is the return of World of Color. I feel like it's been 100 years since I've seen this show, and I can't believe they're going to make us choose either Fantasmic or World of Color. It's kind of torturous. Hopefully they'll have multiple show times, and maybe we can catch both on the same night. But yeah, World of Color coming back on May 28th. Absent any other updates from Disney, I'm guessing we'll be getting the original World of Color show and not one of its many variants. And that would be perfectly fine with me because I think the original show is still the best that they've ever done. World of Color is another fantastic show, a perfect complement to what's happening, in that bay at California Adventure. You talk about purpose built. You talk about that bay in the middle. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Just looking at the vista that's created by the pier, by Pixar Pier, and then you bring in this show, this nighttime show. With the water and the lights, and I'm just such a sucker. I'm a sucker for lighting effects, and I'm a sucker for World of Color. Can't wait, man. Can't wait. May 28th. And there you go, guys. All 4 major nighttime spectaculars coming back to the Disneyland Resort. Main Street Electrical Parade and Disneyland Forever coming back on April 22nd. Fantasmic and World of Color coming back on May 28th. Can't wait to be there and cover all of this for you guys. But until then, follow us on Instagram at _FreshBaked, on Twitter at FreshBakedDisney, that's fresh with no E, and on TikTok at FreshBakedDisney. You also can find us on the web at FreshBakedDisney.com. And if you like our show and want to show your support, please do consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/FreshBaked. And if you're cool, you'll stick around after this little bit to watch some of the Main Street Electrical Parade. I've got a little bit of that for you. Stay tuned for that. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. We love you very, very much. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Fresh Baked.